Hello, it's Scott Manley here with another look at Elite Dangerous. The alpha release has reached number 3 and we now have the signature Coriolis station. Port Zelada in this case. Now, you will recognise the design. This is totally recognisable as a space station from the original game, which had it was essentially a cube with the corners cut off. Now this, obviously, they've added a lot more textures, a lot more details, and you can actually see in through the front gate here, through the front docking port. Now, of course, in the original game, you'd have to fly through this ever so carefully and avoid scraping your ship along the side, and it was quite often to ruin that. On the other hand, I have apparently forgotten to ask for docking permission, but that's okay because this is a default ship. So let me just fly through and I shall deal with the consequences later. There we go. So you can actually see other players inside the space station trying to, dock and things like that. Warning about collisions and things like that. It's kind of cool to hear. There's a lot of voices and stuff going on in the background. No, I'm getting shot at. Wow, these guys are really vicious. Oh, there's an anaconda there. Oh, eject, eject. No, if you had ejected, that would not be good. Okay, so that's what not to do. We'll show you how to do it properly in a while. So I can buy another copy of my ship, or I can just get a free copy of what I just had, of the base design. You will be looking at this orange spinny ship a lot, because the game frequently just locks up during this due to network development. Okay, so I spent a fair amount of time in the asteroid belt making some cash, and now it is time to go to Zelada Starport. You can see all the other places at Iota Crucis. The other locations are here, but we're going to engage hyperdrive, and listen to the hyperdrive build up for power. I like the sound effects.
Space jump in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Brilliant! That hyperspace sound is awesome. Okay, so I've got some cash. Now we're going to go to the station, do it properly. So I got to go into my contacts here and actually ask them for permission. I'll go in a little closer first. Here we go. So yeah, you can see the 4 different beacons you can go to. There's a nav beacon. There we go. Request docking.
Incoming priority message.
Incoming priority message. Proceed to landing pad 17. Now, there was only one space station. There are actually multiple landing pads inside the space station that you have to make sure you land on the correct one. So I'm more or less going to fly up in front of the space station. I'm going to adjust my lateral velocity. I'm controlling this with my Logitech joystick, incidentally. Right hand on the joystick, left hand gives me strafing controls and throttle and all these other things. And I find that works exceptionally well. I can do some really nice, flying alongside a target while shooting them tricks. I can, really move sideways and move backwards and everything. So I've just more or less put myself in front of this. And I didn't bother... Ooh, what's that sound there? Oh, there's another spaceship coming in. That's awesome. The spatial audio totally works on this. And I hear that people that have been playing with Oculus Rift have found that it works surprisingly well. Okay, so we're just going to go in the front door. I have 10 minutes to actually get to the target here. There we go. Through the air shield, of course, which keeps... Listen to that sound. It sounds amazing. Okay, pad 17. I see 17 right there. That's where I'm going to go. So you have to remember as you're going in that the whole space station is rotating, so it becomes like a case of your flight computer switches rotation or switches velocity to match the thing. Took me a few tries to get it right. Here I am, going to move in ever so carefully towards landing pad 17. And as I get in close, what'll happen is my on the left, my navigation will change to show me exactly where I'm gonna go, or rather in the middle. Here's the landing pad. There we go. So now just gonna move myself over the middle here and touch down ever so carefully. Also, make sure you put down your landing gear. Landing gear is on the right panel. Come on.
Docking successful.
Docking successful. Ooh, nice. So now we have landed here, right? The game is totally functional now in many ways. You can go and use the starport services. You can enter the hangar, which is underneath. But actually, to use some of the services, you have to enter the hangar. Welcome to Port Zelada. So what do we have? We have munitions, which isn't any use for me. Repairs. Can I repair my spacecraft? Let's take it down into the hangar. I have been working hard, shooting things and potentially taking damage. Oh, so somebody can actually use pad 17, I guess, while I'm down here. And everything has full health. Nothing needs repaired. How about the ship? Nothing needs repaired. Excellent! That's not going to cost me anything. Okay, what else can I do? I can go to the shipyard and buy a Sidewinder or a Cobra Mark III. Neither of which is within my price range right now. Okay, and I don't need munitions because I have lasers. The Pilots Federation will let me clear my bounty that I've acquired from shooting people. The black market, well, I don't have any cargo to sell because the cargo scoop thing is not working properly for me. Let's outfit my little Sidewinder here. Oh, I didn't realize that was the color it was. I thought it was some other color. Okay, ships. Heatsink launcher, 500 credits. I have 1,600 credits. This apparently adds some weight as well. I'm not going to do that. What else? Oh, wait. Back in again. Bulkheads, lightweight alloy. Support tech, not equipped. Equip. Sorry, all available affordable inventory, blah blah blah. Nothing I can afford there. Lightweight alloy. Nothing here. Okay. Great. What would that do? I have no idea what that does, but the value is 0. I guess I could unfit it, but I kind of like that. I could fit the heatsink launcher. Nope. Utility mount will again be the heatsink launcher. There's a whole pile of stuff here. I wonder how much of it actually works. You know what? Let's unfit this laser, right? Let's sell this laser for 0 credits. Great. So this is a class 2 fixed pulse laser. Maybe I'll fit one of these ones that tracks. And I'll see what we can get. We can get one of these for free, for money. The gimbaled version of the pulse laser is going to be 1470. So I guess it does less damage, but it will track the target a little. Burst laser, even more cash. 1,000. Fixed pulse laser, multi-cannon. I like the gimballing. I'm going to go for that. That will make it easier to hit those targets. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We have the spaceship all set up. Interesting to note is you can see the panels on the side. Those are supposed to be things you can close down to stop heat getting out. Okay, we're going to return to the surface. So the ships in the game have this kind of thermal signature idea, and if you want to be totally stealthy, you can close the panels down and stop the heat escaping, but obviously then you heat up.
Incoming priority message.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Ship released. Engines engaged.
That was great. Apparently I was at 100% throttle or something like that. Note to self, check throttle before undocking. Okay, ever so gently out of this front door here. See, this was stuff that was always alluded to in the games. The original Elite games, they came with stories, novellas, and they would, you know, imply this stuff existed. They would talk about it, but you could never see it directly. So they're really filling in the kind of world building they did you know, 2-3 decades ago when they were writing all this stuff. And to be honest, you know, a lot of fan elite fiction appeared as well. A lot of elite fanfic. People having romantic encounters with Cobra Mark IIIs, I'm sure. Let's just take a look at this station to see just how beautiful it is. I mean, this is not necessarily the way that I imagined the space station when I saw it in the game, but it is not, it's totally appropriate. It's exactly the way that I would imagine it. Notice me sliding sideways rather than flying forwards. This is me essentially traveling sideways so that I can see the space station instead of flying towards it. And I think, why? Oh wait, of course the space station's rotating and I'm rotating the wrong way. Port Zelada, 3 kilometers away, with more detail on it than I have ever imagined in my elite career ever. We come around and there at the back, there is no docking port on the back. Of course, I wonder if they're going to add all the other space station designs that were in the game. There were dodecahedron-shaped space stations in some versions of the game, and then Elite 2 added a whole bunch of different station types as well. Okay, let's fly around the outside of this, and we'll head back into combat with these lasers, with this new laser. One contact kit. Oh, look at that! This is so awesome! This so reminds me of what the game could be like. Oh, landing gear's out. Should probably deal with it and make sure I don't hit the space station. Yes, landing gear. Put that away. The trigger that I use to fire lasers is also what I'm using to select things. Okay. Let's go to the free-for-all. The asteroid belt's fine. Lock and engage autopilot. Okay, time for another hyperspace jump.
Space jump in.
Ready your ears.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. I tell you, this thing, the sound, whoever did the sound design on this is great. You know, they just have a lot of really cool ideas. So that, incidentally, that orange ship there that is going to rotate for hopefully a brief moment, that is the Cobra Mark III. That is, of course, the original spacecraft you had in the original Elite. In the original Elite, you couldn't pick what you were flying. Oh yes, it totally worked! Most of the time, hyperspace jumps don't work. Okay, let's pick some targets. Oh good, he's turned red, okay. Close and... oh, I like it. The fact that he has people shooting him, I'm gonna come in and steal their kill from them. Yes! Oh, wait a second, that's only one laser firing there. That's a problem. Is there a different button I'm supposed to push? Is there a different button? Hitting him hard. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna move away. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. Okay, I'm gonna find myself some space. I don't wanna... okay, I mean, obviously there's space everywhere, but I need to get myself a moment because fire groups, I need to enable the fire groups for this laser. Excellent. Now let's turn around and start hitting targets again. Ooh, partially eclipsed sun there. Fetching looking moon and a target 4.5 kilometers out. Let's use the turbo, we'll put some... we'll get closer to this dude now. Okay, pick a target. He's a little closer. And he's a little closer. I don't know the status of their shields because my scanner hasn't done it. Ah, there we go. Hull is taking damage.
Target shields online.
Oh no. Okay, here we go. So only one of these lasers will track the target, the other I have to aim manually. Yes. Oh, wow, what's this green laser thing? Notice me strafing relative to the target here, right? And this flashy dude is shooting at me. Well, if there's one guy chasing another guy, I'm gonna shoot the guy that's being chased. Oh, he must have lasers that he can shoot backwards. That's pretty sweet. That makes a lot more sense. The original game, you could have lasers that shot out of all 4 cardinal directions. Okay. Cordelia Connors. Feel the heat of my laser cannons. Feel my weapon. Burning through your shields, burning through your hull, cutting into your vital systems. There she is. There she is. 62%. Come on. Keep going. 40, 30, 30%. Man, it takes a long time to kill these guys. I'm gonna divert power to the weapons to keep them firing. There! Excellent. Oh, that was a kind of a lame explosion. Give me a proper explosion. Okay, there we go. And you think you would shoot at me? Well, I'm gonna shoot at you. And I'm apparently not the only one. Yes, well, offline is the way I like your shields. Oh. So yeah, it's great that you can basically fly out to a combat zone, make some cash, come back, buy better hardware, and potentially a better ship if you want. You just need to save up the cash. It is a complete game, right? It's like the multiplayer. If you survive the engagement, then you didn't get to keep your spacecraft. So, but now you can totally tool up your spacecraft. I think you can probably buy asteroid mining lasers and go, asteroid mining. There we go. More power to the weapons. This is brilliant. Come on, die for me. Oh, no. Carefully controlling my speed to maximize my turn rate here. And to keep me in range of the target. And to kill the target. Oh, brilliant. Well, yes, this is Elite Alpha 3. It is really shaping up to be quite awesome. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.